Good morning, everyone. I think I should be live now. How's everyone doing? So good morning, Franco. Good morning, Gerald. Gerald, is your mouse a Logitech by any chance? They do warranty the known double-click issue if your mouse is from, you know, the last 10 years or so, or whatever. Yeah, it's a common Logitech thing. So I've been lucky so far. My Logitech mouse didn't do it, but my wife's did, and they warrantied it. Also, alternatively, you can open it up and change the micro switch in there. Are we zoomed out or zoomed in? The response from this camera has gotten shit. No, we were zoomed out. If it's pretty new, you should be good. They're going to ask you to do things like try it on another system, try another mouse on your system. Come on, camera. There we go. We just told them we did that, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll send you a new one." It's a known issue. So far, so good on my mouse, which is the G402. But yeah, my wife's did it for sure. Okay, so this this is still all connected. That's why this is problematic. Just making room. We're going to continue to make the boards this morning. How's it going, Lockwatcher? I was supposed to, okay, I have some news. This morning I was supposed to do something, but I forgot. And the reason I forgot is because I'm not used to it. I edited a video yesterday. So it's edited, it's up online. It just needs a thumbnail, description, title, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So we might do that together today, and then it'll go on to Patreon. It is the NRF. It is the NRF video. New batteries hasn't helped. Having an issue with your keyboard, I think. I didn't follow all the chats there. I'm a little behind. Ugh. Okay. Let me see if I can open up KiCad. I still have KiCad 6 installed. KiCad 9. Yeah, my editor did it. Cough, cough. It was me. All right, here we go. So we got to continue doing this. Oh, I need to grab a ESP32 C3 so I can check out what connects where. So yesterday we have our output stages done. Did I say hello, MT? Either way, hello, MT. Something happened too. The live streams have started getting views. If you look at this, so here, 71, 51, 85, 46, 55 views. Then on the 17th, 112. Then on the yesterday, 134. So things are looking up. Although if you just go by popular, 53, I don't know what the hell I was doing on episode 53, but 726 views. I don't know if YouTube is starting to push them because I'm live so often. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, but something's going on. All right, so output stages are done. Just going to, well, I'm gonna label them. It's probably a good idea. R2 is 1K. 1K. R3 is 1K. And then R1 is 470 ohm, 470R. I think that's all I need to label. 2N3904 is already labeled. I mean, they used to reward consistency. I don't know about all that anymore, but we'll see. No, looks like my boss, the fleet we do work on, doesn't need a lot of stuff this week, so I might not be working this week at all, which is okay. That's just the nature of, right? I have to take it, I have to get it both ways. So because of the flexibility that I have, this is what it costs. Is sometimes the flexibility has to go both ways. So no work this week. So we are YouTubing. We are YouTubing. That's what we're doing. Morning, Mr. Ireland. Now you must be at work, right? Yeah, they change many things. Yeah, they always change the algorithms and all that stuff. But like, I get it, because the problem is if they don't keep it changing, keep it moving, then the platform stales, or people abuse them, abuse the system. But it is what it is. Okay, so man, I went from an Arduino hardware fanboy to like branching out to ESPs and Raspberry Pis. I think the ESP is great because it has the Wi-Fi built in, but the RP is still my bae. All right, so yes, I have mode pin. We need to label these. GPO is, GP0 is, let's go out 0. GP1 out 1. Out 2 and out 3. The Arduino platform got a little stale. It definitely overstayed its welcome. I will say that that is very true. And now with the Qualcomm buyout, I have no intention of staying in the Arduino world. I don't remember what my profile is. Profile. Oh, just Simple Electronics. So you can check my learnings. See, I've been doing work. I got first place in this league, whatever that means. I've finished 4 courses. I'm putting in work, and you can check my GitHub. If you check my repositories, I've got 25 of them. So this is what I'm working on now. Asteroids, main.py. So a lot of this code is just their generated stuff. I don't know. I'm following whatever they're doing. Last night to see about the new Modulino boards. It's a mess. Doesn't look like they can be ordered from outside Europe. Couldn't get programs to work or even load onto the board. Really? Huh. I've had more issues with other things than that. Excuse me. That was me yawning. I don't know what's going on this morning, but I feel like I came down to my computer and time just warped forward. I didn't do anything this morning. And I really need to put that video live. So we will need to do some editing work, some like descriptions and whatever. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot. I gotta do all the affiliate links. Oh no, that's not something I can do on stream really. Well, I can. It's just not, it's not fun. Not fun for you guys. Let's go ESP32C3 Super Mini pinout. This is what I want. Not a lot of GPIO on this thing. Especially with the 2 missing pins here. Let's see. Oh, GPIO 9 is the boot button. And GPIO 8. Good thing I picked 10. No reset button. I mean, there's a reason this is a low-cost microcontroller, right? So what do I label these? I just go GPIO 5, 6, 7, 8. Or do I label this an SCL SDA and break that out? Probably end up breaking it out. Okay. Do I want... Oh. Here's a poll. Do I bother to break out the serial and... Oh, I'm going to break out I2C. Serial ports to a header for the future. Yes. No. Stay on task. I couldn't care less. Smiley face. All right. Poll up, folks. Need you guys to vote in the poll. It just means a little bit more routing, but ATtiny, I tried. I used to use DigiSparks for a lot of stuff. So the DigiSparks were a pain in the ass to work with. They have no memory. No memory. So here we go. There's the tiny current meter. Kind of bad, actually. I don't like this project. Need to remake it. So it essentially ended up being like a breakout board. Thing is, like, Arduino is pretty much in, like, it's coded in C. And even in C, it's still too big. Like, the software is still too big for this shitty little board. So at this point, the ESP32 is like, I don't know. Here, let's ask Gemini. Can you quantify as a multiple, like 8 times better, how much more powerful the ESP32 C3 Super Mini is compared to the DigiSpark, which is an ATtiny 85. Yeah. Comparing a modern smartphone to a 1980s digital watch. The C3 is closer to 50 to 100 times more powerful. And the thing is, they're super expensive. If I go to AliExpress, ATtiny 85, they still cost quite a bit of money. So, okay, sure. Okay, it's like 3 pieces. So it's like $8 for 3. It's like $6 for 3. Yeah, compared to an S3. Look at the clock speed, like 10 times faster. The RAM, 800 times the capacity. Hardware floating point unit. Can you do the same comparison between the ATtiny 85 and ESP32 S3 0? I'm just talking about small boards, right? I don't know if the big boards have more whatevers than the small board, because like single core to a dual core Extensa LX7. So just give me a number. I didn't ask you. Just give me a number. An estimate is fine. $150 times, yeah. Yeah, tell me what the difference is between the little chip on S3 0 and the big ass chip on regular S3 is. Because the chip, like, physically is different sizes too. actually the raw system on a chip. On a regular big S3 board is the module, usually a WROOM module. Naked SoC, silicone die, titanium plastic square, has no metal shield, no antenna. Okay, true. Big ass chip module, yes. Separate memory chip and crystal oscillator. Okay, but it's way different. It's like a sandwich chip. Separate, larger flash chip next to it under that silver shield. Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. But like the size difference is like insane. And what I'm talking about, for those of you that don't have them in stock, is this part here. Oh, god damn it, I lost my magnifying glass. Now old people won't be able to see. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, this whole silver can, that's the ESP32S3, whereas this, oh wait, maybe I should show you the actual comparison. This tiny little chip, that's also an S3. And so, as you can see, you can fit this entire module, this entire breakout board, inside the footprint of the S3's can. So that's why I was asking why this is so different to this. And the answer is, it's not super different. You did not have the Canada selected for your purchase. They used to ask at the start. No, there's a little flag. Oh. Well, that's still bad UI design. For a company who is into UI design, right? Like UI is their thing. Trying to get beginners to code. Oh, okay. Maybe we should get back to work instead of getting stun locked. Wow. Vote, guys. You guys are 33% on all the poll options. GP4, GP5, GP6, GP7, GP8, GP9, GP20, GP21, oops, there we go. Okay, what else do I need? I need input. So this is, oh, I'm not on screen. That's okay, I'm gonna be off screen. So here's another thing. I need to have this like module like slot in somewhere. I have I'm thinking of how I want to plug this into the module. It would be super cool to make my own power modules, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be cool if I had... This is for stretch goal for the future. I just would like to standardize a way to put switching converters on. But like, what if I had, let me turn on the light here so I can not, ooh, my back's a bit fragile today again. Getting old, folks, not fun. Wouldn't recommend it. Let's see. Oh. So I think this will serve to explain my idea. But like, I've got these plugs. So these, if anyone has built a computer in the last 30 years, you'll know what this is. This is just the, I think this is the power supply side, actually. Sorry, no, the component side, actually. So this is like IDE Power. Yeah, Molex. It's like Molex Power. You would have these on old hard drives before SATA. But the thing is, I'm thinking like my board, I want to have a connector, something like this. It doesn't have to be this. And then you just need 4 pins, and then you plug in your power module, whoop, there. And so if this, all you want is a full-size keyboard. They don't sell them anymore without a mouse. Yeah, but just get both and junk the mouse, you know? So I just want to plug this into my board. And I think pin headers is not a good idea for power. And like, they do make these kinds of, they do make these XT60s in 3-pin. I don't know if they make them in 4-pin. But it'd be nice if I had a little, you know, click in module. Might have something. Might have something. I have much smaller connectors. Could be an idea. And I don't mind like making something jank for now. Just something that'll hang on to the board. You know, like here, I've got these guys. I have to get a keyboard mouse for 13 pounds. So like, I could have these on the board, these little Molex, and then this little thing can plug in, click. But I'd like to standardize on something, and I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is it. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is what I want to standardize on, because I've always wanted to make like a buck or a boost converter using parts, because it's very, I mean, it's simplistic, but it'd be nice to have like a plug-in module. Let's see if plug-in modules already exist. And because I think in the 3D printer world there are like stick-in modules. I don't want to do like a board edge connector. I think those are very expensive. Let's see, plug in buck converter. Let's see what we have. Yeah, no, these are just regular buck converters. This is cool though, all the pins on the same side. I just don't know how reliable this is. Look how tiny. Because you could put 90-degree headers on that, for sure. Yeah, see, like these guys. These are linear regs, aren't they? Buck and boost, low noise. I don't think so. That just looks like a linear reg. Is that not a linear reg? The other thing is pin headers are hard to polarize. Yeah, there's a UK Amazon and there's a German Amazon and an Italian Amazon. But the thing is, if he wants a keyboard, like don't you have like a dollar store? You can just get a shitty wired keyboard. See, like this is nice. They're all on the same side. You can put pin headers. I don't think what I want exists. But the frustrating part is if I want it to exist, I'm going to have to order parts again. Once again, order parts. I'm guessing he wants his package this month. Just guessing. Okay, should I stop being a little bitch and just do this? So I can just use this. It's polarized, it's 4 pins. Right, I just connect this onto this. Can make a little 3D printed housing for it, epoxy it all together. This will work. I have to make a 20-minute taxi ride nearest Poundland. Another 20-minute. No, I would say just do it during your regular weekly shop. Okay. Someone said yes to the serial port. 7 votes. Majority is yes. So here's my plan. I'm going to epoxy this tightly like this. So I'm going to glue it down with crazy glue. And then I'm going to solder it up. And then I'm going to epoxy it. So the crazy glue will tack it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I have to say, I do have to say, AliExpress, I ordered a, so I've been reading a coding book, and I ordered a bookmark that actually has a light on it. Let me see, it's cleared customs. View all. Okay, so I ordered this on the 12th, and it might deliver today. Probably more like tomorrow. It's not too bad. Yeah, so might do this. Don't know how happy I'll be with it. This is 0.1 inch, right? So that's 0.1 inch. Should be perfectly fine. Oh yeah, and how do I get my 12 volt in too? That'll be another question. I did buy some surface mount connectors. Where are they? Come on. It's almost as if I should have organized all this shit a long time ago. Oh, no. It's not it at all. So much stuff. This is why I get so upset when I have to order more stuff, because I've got so much stuff in stock here. I hate the idea of ordering more stuff. Like, why can't we just use the parts I have? I have so many parts. Hang on, I'll get back to chat in a moment here. Oh, here. So I have these XT60s. What's going on? Much better now, as good as they were before COVID. Yeah, just the prices are up. So I do have these XT60s, but that's not a very common way to get stuff on a board. Usually it's a barrel jack, but I like the power of these things. But then I think screw terminals might actually be the better option to get power on the board. Always stuck with indecision. Always stuck with indecision. So if I use that, I'll have to solder a new connector. Onto my power supply. Whereas if I use screw terminals, I think screw terminals is better. Okay. So power in. Power in will be screw terminals. And then my buck converter will use these 0.1 inch buck converter, 0.1 inch Molex plugs. So I think that is the plan for the moment, is we will use this kind of connector. I can't get it apart. Yeah. And I think this is in general a good idea, plug in and out, because I'll show you on a lot of 3D printer boards, that's what they use. Is this one? Well, this is not a good example, but I guess so. So here is a SKR 1.4 turbo. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay, I was going to say it's not even open. So they've got the high power ports are these screw terminals, which is fine. But then look, see they've got these kinds of plugs for all the peripherals everywhere. They've got hundreds of them. And then these headers are for the steppers. This is a fairly powerful board too. And they've got fusing built in. The cool Lego system worked. Same type on the Prusa controller. Yeah, very much so. What cool Lego system? Did I forget something? Oh, and look for the Wi-Fi plug. Does that look familiar? A 2x8. So that looks like the NRF24L01, but there's actually an ESP8266 with that same pinout, which is why I think the NRF modules use that pinout. Oh, the connector on the Lego robot. Yeah. Okay, gonna get this back in. So there we go, that and that in there. I'm going to eventually use these modules because I've got that Chinesium printer that I love the mechanics of, hate the electronics. This is going to go in there for sure. Okay, so we're going to use screw terminals for power in. And using a buck converter actually gives us the ability to have a wide input range, because the input range is essentially the buck converter. Okay, why is this taking so long? I have a feeling. Oh, what is going on? I have a hard drive that's failing, and I don't think KiCad is installed on that hard drive. I'll have to figure that out later. Screw terminal 1x2. So that'll be power in. Power in, and then ground, and then I'll have a connector, socket, okay, and then this will take V in, ground, and then ground, and then V in. No, not V in, 5 volts. Okay, something I need to check. Sure, there's a use for that type of connection on the outside of some project. Yeah, probably. I mean, Lego probably put millions of dollars into that design. They probably had engineers have a very good think about it. Let me just check something. So typically the grounds are linked, but not always. So this is ground to ground. Ooh. Oh. Yes, they are linked. Okay, I was on the wrong side. So these grounds are linked, which is good because they're going to be linked on the board too. So yeah, don't use an isolated power supply. Just thinking maybe I can do, anyways, that's for future thought. I was thinking a 3D print to get this thing to stand straight up. But that's another, I need to stop getting stun locked here. Okay, good. So what else is left onto here? I'm gonna have an I2C header. Same thing. 1x4 socket. This will be I2C. Now, which ones are my I2C? Okay, I need to consider a couple things here. So what is my standard I2C layout? So my standard I2C layout is not this. Did I standardize on I2C? I guess ground VCC serial clock serial data. This OLED. Just gonna go the OLED way. Ugh. Okay, so ground VCC. So we're gonna make that be 5 volts. Ground first. Because this buck converter wow, I want capitals. Do want this buck converter to be powering my peripherals. Okay, and then we want SCK and SDA. SCK and SDA. So SCK. GPIO 9 and then 8. GPIO 9 and then 8. So there we go. Just going to put a note, I2C, ground, V, C, and D. Nah. SDA, SCL. There we go. You know what? I'll know it's I2C. I could remove this. Done. Okay, and you guys want the since I started the stream, while practicing the guitar, I have no clue what we're doing. Oh, we are building a, here. we are building a hydroponic growing system. So the plan is, we got a ESP32 C3. We are going to use NTP, Network Time Protocol, to grab the time. And we are going to set up 4 relays. And those relays will control the pump, the water pump, a 12 volt, the LED lights, the fan. There's going to be a little fan blowing on them, and then an auxiliary 4th, just to make sure everything is, it's future proof. So essentially, we're going to set up probably a web server. It's probably going to be hard coded to start. Let's be honest. So it's going to check the time, and it's going to turn on the pump for like 15 minutes every half hour or every hour, whatever it may be. It'll turn on the LEDs, let's say from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and off for the rest of the time. It's going to turn on the fan maybe every 15 minutes. It'll have it blow for a few minutes. Apparently that strengthens the plants. And then, yeah, it's going to do that. So how we're doing that is we are using a PC817 optocoupler from the ESP. And that is set up in a Darlington pair with just a standard 2N3904, which will activate the coil of the relay. And so we've got 4 of these output relays. We're getting power in from 12 volts. So our 12 volt source is going to power everything. But to drop the voltage to something more acceptable for the ESP, I'm using this buck converter, and the goal is viewers at home will be able to use whatever buck converter they want, and it'll be just plugged into the board using one of these. So this will be plugged in like that, stuffed on top. You can use whatever you want. If this thing fries, no problem, you just plug another one in, you're good to go. So I'll make 2 of these, to have a spare. And then there'll be an I2C breakout for an OLED in the case that we want to add the OLED. But I think most of this will be done over network. So that is the idea. That is the idea here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Because, oh yeah, and all that was spurned because on Amazon, I actually bought my parents one of these for Christmas. You can get like a tabletop grow thing. So I got my parents one of these for Christmas. They haven't set it up yet. But this does what the ESP does, but not as good. It has a fixed timer. It has built-in lights and all this stuff, built-in reservoir, etc. But it's not flexible, right? What you see is what you get. And if you look further into it, there are, hang on, I saw this when I was browsing. Okay. I'm going to be growing lettuce, but you can grow whatever you want with it. It's actually legal to grow weed here, just have no use for it. So if you look at this, this is the same thing that we just saw. Okay, but it's got 2 stories. It's got, a whole bunch of other stuff. This is the same thing. It's just physically bigger. And look at the price. I guarantee you, so I can use this ESP32, the exact same thing, to build this exact system. And I bet you I can do it for under $100. I bet you I can do it for under $100. So that is why. And look, it goes nuts. Look at this. You go 4-tier $800, you know, like I could do this. I don't think I'll have this much lettuce growing, but yeah. And also, like, look, these little baskets. First of all, the baskets are so cheap, but you can also 3D print them. Hydroponic basket. Here, you can buy, look, 100 of the little baskets for $22. 100 of the big ones for like tomatoes for $22. Like, all this stuff is super inexpensive. The expensive part is the lights and the physical stands and everything. Growing herbs. Actually, it's funny because I did buy them an assortment of Italian herbs, because they have, since COVID, they stopped going out. They eat at home almost all the time. And in summer, they grow herbs. They have a garden and they have a herb garden. They have a vegetable and a herb garden, two separate things. And they, all that is dead now because it's winter. And so I figured they would just grow it indoors. There you go. So yeah, so that's this is my idea. I'm gonna make a little setup for home. I'm gonna grow lettuce. It's hard in Canada to get greens all winter. It's like super expensive, incredibly expensive to buy greens for winter. This is gonna be a PCBWay video. Anytime I make a PCB, I'm gonna rope in PCBWay. But it's just mutually beneficial because I want to do this and PCBWay will sponsor as long as I make a PCB. So yeah. All right. What do we... Oh yeah, I want a button. I'm gonna put a button. Button, push button. I just want to push switch like that to ground. Oh. To ground, and from the mode, there we go. That's good. So I plan on doing this. This is going to be standalone, but if I get into it, I might end up making this like much crazier. Let's grab a 1K resistor. Because you can go nuts with auto top off. You can get like dimming for the lights. You can do all sorts of stuff. But for now, this is it. And then who knows? Not your gumdrop button. What? I'm so confused. Okay, am I missing? Oh yeah, I'm missing the 2 pin headers on either side for breaking out. Let's grab my ESP. Where'd you go? I missed you so. Just gotta count the amount of pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 8-pin connectors. Ugh. Hold on, I gotta shut the other light because it's hurting my head. Done. Okay, so... Oh yeah, wait, you guys want me to break out the serial. Let's see. Is there a standard pin order for serial ports? on microcontrollers. How's it going, ITT? Ah, Shrek. I haven't watched Shrek. You know what? I'll say in high school or elementary school, I'm not sure, old school, there was often when they used the Spanish version of Shrek in the Spanish language classes, and I don't know if I've ever watched Shrek in earnest except for in Spanish. So that was a long way to say that. How's it going, ITT? You're awake for once and for some reason. Is there a standard? Is there a standard? No, it varies significantly. Do I even want to break them out then? You guys said yes. I'm almost... Yeah, apparently it's a good movie. Here. Wow. That's apparently a very good movie. 88% on the Tomatometer and 90% on the popcorn meter. So this is the critics and this is the audience score. Okay, I'm going to pull rank on you guys and not break out the cereal. But if you have anything else that you think I need, you better say it now or forever hold your peace. What do you mean you can't trust those scores anymore? They're pretty accurate. They're like a quick feeling. The cheap yellow display, VCC TXRX ground. But don't you need to cross over? Doesn't the TX need to connect to the RX and the RX to the TX? Fine, I'm gonna break out the goddamn cereal pins. You're always holding your peace. Okay. Okay, let's do one of these. 5 volts ground 3.3. And then pin 4. And then pin 4. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The project is we're making a hydroponic controller, hydroponic grow controller. Okay, okay. Okay, fair. Not just this one? It hasn't worked. They aren't paying enough, apparently. They haven't worked. 10. Oh, here. Let's ask AI if we're gonna poison the planet. What are the last 10 movies released by Warner Brothers? Let's check. My God, this is taking forever. Okay. F1. Apparently that movie was good, though. 82%. Okay. Okay. Your theory. Okay. The Family McMullen. Never heard of it. Okay. 80%. One Battle After Another. 94%. Well, it's a DiCaprio movie. Okay, okay. The Conjuring Last Rites. So far, I'm starting to feel the... Oh. 58%. Oof. Oof. I was starting to join the conspiracy. Weapons. 93%. Wow. Oh, Josh Brolin. He's Cable. Superman, I heard, was very good too. I haven't seen it yet. 83%. Not as high as I thought. Oof. 2016, Batman vs. Superman, 28%. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. The Alto Knights. Oof. 40%. That's a bad one. Yikes. Final Destination Bloodlines. I think this will win for nostalgia seekers. Yeah, 92%. Sinners. %. Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld. Companion. So either Warner Brothers is making better movies now, or your conspiracy has a thought. Hey, no spoilers. I haven't watched it. Did you know that the old Superman, the original Superman, used to get his ass kicked all of the time, and he used to have torn clothing and used to be like worn down after battle? But it's only modern Superman, like starting in the 90s and up, that started becoming more and more invincible. So those of you who praise the old way of doing things should really reconsider if that's really what you think is good. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if he gets his ass kicked, BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street for the most part. Interesting. So if you see Superman get his ass kicked, say that is bullshit. Old school Superman would never. You are wrong. Superman old comics where he would get beat up. He would always have like torn clothes and whatever. Actually, I used to watch the Superman fights Godzilla or something like that. I don't know. He would like, it would like thaw in ice and stuff. But yeah, look, see, he's all destroyed. This is the old stuff. I watched a documentary a long time ago on how Superman's powers have increased over the years. Okay, and I will break out a serial connector, which is it just 4 pins? I think it's just 4 pins. Or is it 5? This guy, no. There. So Mozzie Mizo serial clock. I have to pick a pinout. Let's see what Gemini had said. TXRX, what's... Is Mozzie and Mizo TX and RX? I actually don't know. I have Mozzie, Mizo. What else do I have? SSCS, CS, and SCK. SCK to route as VCC and ground. Yeah, C3 is limited. Even less of a standard. Great. Looking at common SPI. Can you go away? Sensor modules like SD card readers or OLEDs, they almost always use a single row in this general order. That's what I'll do. VCC ground, serial clock, Mozzie Mizo CS. Keep these electrical rules in mind. Ugh. Designing a PCB and likely will run into size constraints to keep it small enough for cheap Chinese PCBs. Mozzie and Mizo are different. Oh, SPI, not serial. What was I thinking? Why was I thinking serial? Do I need to break out the serial? That makes me hungry. Four-layer board. What? You know what? Screw it. I am not routing it. You're going to use I squared C and you're going to be happy about it. And that's that. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Too bad. Okay, so I think we're good to go at this point. Oh, we're not good to go. We need an output header. We need like lots of output headers. So I think these are going to end in a test point. That's how I've done it in the past. You don't typically need full-time 12-volt power. So I think these will end in test points. We will pop down some test point. Test point. Okay. TP1. It's like toilet paper 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and these guys will just have the output labels. R, S, W. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. What am I doing? We want R, S, W, 1. There, and then rename that one to RSW2. RSW3, and RSW4. There we go. And then we need a block of 8 pin headers. Screw terminal 1 times 8. Because 4 positives. Okay, and then 4 grounds. Ground, 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 ground. 1, 2, whoops, 3, and 4. That's connected there, and then we need these outputs to go here. Zero. Oh, I made a mistake. I started at 1. That's going to be confusing. 1, 2, 3. Depending on if you need the relay on for a long time. I agree with you. I agree with you on the bistable relay. But the problem is I've got these relays in stock. So that'll be version 2. Latching relay. Because yeah, I can buy latching relays for next time. I think the plan for this is to get it working. But you're absolutely correct. But then you need double, you know what? The bad part about a bistable relay is if I'm not mistaken, you need 2 outputs per relay for the micro, for the control. Right? Bistable relay. Because you need to power the on coil for on and the off coil for off. So you need double the drivers. And the ESP just doesn't have it. This is a regular. Yeah, 2 coils. Depends, some yes, some you reverse polarity. Well, it's going to get complicated no matter what, because my driving circuitry will have to be like an H bridge. So either way, I'm like increasing complexity. For now, first of all, I just want to say you're completely right. You are totally correct about that. But I've got these parts in stock, and so it's just going to have to be what it is. Edit. That's 0. Edit 1. Edit 2. Edit 3. Edit 0. Edit 1. Edit 2. And edit 3. Okay. IO extender. It could do IO extender. Definitely could. Especially, I feel like I bought I2C IO extenders. AliExpress. Let's check my history. My orders. IO. I don't know what to search to find them. I think GPIO. GPIO. I2C. Anyways. What else am I missing? I think I got everything. I do want to put some LEDs on the board. I want an LED to activate where would I put this? I do want one LED per channel here. Where would I put an LED here? Could put an LED here. If I put an LED here, it might get damaged by the coil. Can't put an LED here because it'll be on. I could put one in parallel with this. Oh, I could put an LED here. I can definitely put an LED there. That'll tell me if the output is on. That's what I want to do. Okay. So 4 LEDs for that. And I want a 12-volt LED to confirm that power is coming into the board. And I want a 5-volt LED to confirm that the buck converter is bucking. You were sleeping all the other day, but today your brain says, time to wake up. Brains are silly, aren't they, sometimes? Okay, so I need... how many LEDs? 5? 6. 6 LEDs. LED. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1 V in. You were like that on Friday? We need resistors. Oops, cancel. Need resistor, and we're just going to, we're going to edit the values after. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we need a ground on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so V in, then 5 volts. I've been in a meeting for a bit. I've been growing indoor jalapeno peppers. Made batches of jalapeno jelly, salsa, barbecue sauce, and candied jalapenos. I am jealous for now, but wait until I get my hydroponic system working. Then we'll see who's making the delicious indoor grown stuff. Okay, so in indicator LED 5-volt indicator, RSW0 indicator, RSW1 indicator, RSW2 indicator. It's 9:30 only. I feel like my 3. I got a wave of tired earlier, and I just feel like everything's a little. I feel way more tired than I should be. Okay, that's done. I think I got it all. I really do think I've got it all. Okay. All right, let me just clear this notification. Oh, somebody messaged me. Okay, it turns out it's spam. Clear this notification, clear this notification, clear this notification. All right. I think we're good. I think we got this. So let's go ahead and annotate. Clear annotation. Annotate. That's good. Close. We're going to run the footprint thinger. Okay, so we need to start from scratch, because this, we're not going with this. So for diodes, I've got, let me check this guy. We are going SMD for most of the parts. I'm going to keep it small. PMOS, NMOS, no. What did I want? D, half bridge, no, no. 1206, looking for my diodes. 0805. Uh-oh. Do I not have any surface mount diodes? It can't be. Okay. None of these are diodes. Yeah, that's fine, Gerald. Thanks for checking in. This is empty. These are LEDs. So I have Schottky diodes in SOD 323. I don't see the SOD 323 on here. There's SOD 323. Yeah, that's tiny, which is fine. By the way, you were talking about ATtiny 85 earlier. Look at that. I got a box of them, which I'll probably never use. What's this? Oh, that's my AMS. What? Guys, what have I done? Why do I have two boxes of AMS 1117 adjustable and then another box of AMS 1117 adjustable? Ugh, I have overbought. Okay, so anyways, I have 3 boxes of AMS 1117 adjustables now. Also, I have 0805 10 microfarad. Okay, and 0805 100 microfarad. They don't quite fit in there. No, they're the same. Okay. Anyways, looks like I'm going through hole. Yeah, very bad organization. I'm going through hole for my diodes. We need to write a document to... Oh, sorry. I just scratched an itch, but it was on my microphone. Okay. ESP32 Pro. We also need to find a name. Future plans. One would be latching relays. Go away. Go away. Go away. Why are you doing Microsoft things? All right, future plans. Latching relays keeps power use down. SMD diodes. The flyback diodes had none in stock at the time. Expanded I/O, increased complexity, on board circuit protection, increased. How do you, whatever. So there's the suggestion, complexity. How do you accept it? Not tab. Space? No. Whatever. Moving to full-sized unit. Sized unit. RP 2040W. More GPIO. More standard features. Anyways, we'll keep that in mind. For now, we need to do footprints. I don't like how everything is a frickin' window in KiCad. All right, so diode. So we want a vertical. You got distracted? That's fine. That's kind of the theme of this stream, isn't it? Distraction alley. Okay, so also just got an email that the Centauri Carbon 2 is going to be released shortly, which means I need to get my freaking review of the Centauri Carbon 1 done. Let me just measure. Because I'm hoping to get that review done, and I'm hoping it gets enough traction so that Elegoo wants to send me the Carbon 2. Because I'm going to be right honest with you guys, the Centauri Carbon has changed my view on 3D printers. It is awesome, and I probably would enjoy a Bambu Labs, but not at my salary. Okay, where are my calipers? Calipers, calipers. Where the hell are my calipers? You find you're printing a lot more. Yeah, exactly. The Centauri Carbon is the shit. Did I hear back from the scammers? No. I have heard back from the kitty litter company, and I need to send them an invoice. And I haven't done it this morning. 2.32 and 0.5. 2.32. Oh. 2.32 screen. Cathode up. I think this is good. So we're going to do these guys. Cathode up. So I'm standing them up to get more board space. Okay, my LEDs are going to be 0805. 0805. Right? Yes. Screw terminal. I have 2.5 whatever. Screw terminal. Is it terminal screw? Terminal? Terminal block? Yeah, terminal block. It's The pitch is 2.54. No, that's 0.1. It's 5 point something. 5.08. This is it. 8. Yeah, that's what I need. I'm just going to confirm that I have what it takes to be the best that no one ever was. Something was my real test to train them is my cause. These guys, I think it's 5.08. So these, they should be combined together. Yeah. And then this should be every second pin on here. Yes. Okay. Plenty of these terminals, so that's what I'm going to use. Sort of recognize that song. It's the Pokemon theme song. You outed yourself as watching kid shows. Ah, got you good. Kidding, obviously. The Pokemon anime I used to love as a kid. The Pokemon other stuff, the games are way better. Okay, so J2, this is pin headers. Pin header, pop, pig, pop, Pete. The connector pin header, yeah, 2.54. Oh wait, this pin's socket, 2.54. And then we want a 4 vertical. Yes. Okay, 1/08, that is... No, it's too late. You outed yourself. You love Pokemon. That's what you get. Okay, pin header, whatever, I'll just do socket. 8 vertical. Yeah. Power in, that's going to be the terminals again. The terminal block, 5.08. Buck converter, it's 0.1 inch, but there should be a Molex-y type connector. Molex. Pokemon is boring. Oh, come on. Pokemon came out. Have you played the Pokemon games, Curtis? The originals are very dated now, but some of them are very good, I have to say. So this looks correct-ish for what we want. This is definitely not. Pitch is way too big. Also, pitch is way too big. You know what? We can just do this. What kind of Molex are the LiPo balance plugs? Never got into them. Tried one once. Okay. Okay. You're completely allowed to be wrong. There is a free... There's a free Pokemon game that was built it's for PC. It's called Pokemon Zeta and Omicron. Don't know if you can still download them. Zeta and Omicron. Yeah. Beta version here. Yeah. So a little bit more adult oriented. Just a little bit. It's not like there's no porn in it. But if you're looking for an experience without paying, looks like you can still download it. I don't know where to download it, but it's made in Game Maker. So, yeah. Jesus Christ. These kinds of questions, these things, folks, you need to be asking an AI for this. Can't go in a forum, be like, I'm trying to make a game. How do I do it? That's, oh. Yeah. So anyways, that's just a little bit of an aside. JST XH. Okay, JST XH. That's what we're going for. JST XH. PH, PUD, SH, VH, XA, XH. Yeah, this is what we need. Wait, 2.50? Oh, I hope it's correct. I hope it's correct. It's out now, so not much they can do about it. But that's the thing. If you want to make a... What's the difference between this? AM and A. Whatever. If you do want to make a fan game, you just need to do it quietly and quickly. You don't say anything until it's released, and then it is too late. All right, so we're going to check here. Distance is 12.250 and 12. 12.250 and 12. 12.250 and 12. Twelve point two five zero and 12. So 0.2. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so we just need to double check that the pins are the same. It looks like it. 4 and 3 are these two, and then 5 and 2, and then this is pin 1. So we'll just have to confirm this. Yeah, they can remove the majority of the sources, but once it's out, it's out. Most people will find it if they want to. But anyways, I think it's worth a try. The only thing though is that I feel like when I tried it, it was screen tearing like a mofo. So I don't know if that's valid. But anyway, so these seem correct. All right, this guy, I need to swap that to a SMD. So 3904, and then I can go transistor. I think there's transistor, test point, transformer. transistor no, transformer. Transistor power? Huh. I think it's just SMD part then. Package. SOT. SOT 23. So I just don't know. I have to double check my pinout. Never use more than 5 amps with those relays. We might use more. We might use way more. What are they quote unquote rated to? 10 amps. We're gonna see if they heat up. We're gonna do testing. Don't worry your pretty little face, ITT. We will do testing. In fact, hold on. I can't get stun locked. Let me find what transistors we're using. We are using, just says 3904. That's all we're using. Okay, SOT 23 3904 pinout. SOT 23 3904 pinout. Uh, 123 EBC. 123 EBC. So that's good. Okay, we're going to double check. One, two, three, EBC. No. Uh-oh. No. Basin emitter. I've fallen into this trap before. No, no, no. We are... One, two, three. Oh, it doesn't even say. Oh, 1, 2, 3, BEC. I had this problem before. So it should be B, E, C. So, okay, how do I fix this? Did I fix this in my uncategorized parts? Yes. Yes, I fixed it. BEC. I fixed it. We're good. We are good. This one. This one. This one, this one. All right, these are all these resistors are 0805. Every single one of them. Resistor SMD. I'm going to go with the difficult one. Okay. Then I got a push button. switch. Okay, button, switch, through hole. Never remember which one's the proper one of these. It's a tactile. None of these. Whoop. I think it's this one. No, it's... Yeah, it's this one. H4.3. I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. And then test point. Little, let's go 2x2. Okay, what's this? No, we want to switch this to an SMD. Opto device. Sharp. I don't know what the specific pad. Right now, package dip. This is what it is. I don't actually know. PC 17 EL357 should be the same pad. No, that's not the same. Let's see what I actually ordered. 817 EL817C. EL817C. Oh, no. Hang on a sec. It's an SOP4. Okay, good. SOP4. SOP. SO. That's 4. Is there SO4? Is there an SOP? SOIC? SOP4. Okay, so 4.1, 2.6. No. Come on. SMD. That's the S1 type. That's it. That's it. Now what? Where's the data sheet? Well, it's 6.5. That's 4. Uh, 4.58 high. I think this is it. God, I hope this is it. Is it the same? Okay, this is smaller. Okay, let me measure. Let me actually measure. Dang damn it, every freaking time. One day, AI is going to be good enough. This is my I/O expander, MCP 23017, if you want to look it up. One day, AI is going to be good enough to just make me my footprints, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this is the guy, PC817. As you can see, little SMD feet. The thing is, this doesn't actually have to be SMD. Considering I don't think there's any benefit, it's the same size. So why I got this in SMD, don't know. Don't ask these questions. Okay, so outside of pad to outside of pad is like 4 millimeters. And then overall height is 4.75. And width and width, the outside of the pads is 10, inside of the pads is 8. So 8, 10, and like 4-ish. So that's 8 to the outside. So that's too small. That is just over. Okay, that's good. That's 8. Okay, so this, I think this is the correct one. What is the height here? 4 point something. What is the height here? Between the two is 2 point something. What is... No, that's not correct. Wide lead spacing, like that's wide, and then here's SMD. But what's the package? Um, the thing is, if I get this wrong, everything's a loss. So this is 2 millimeters. That's way too small. That's not it. This is 3 millimeters outside to outside. That's also too small. That's also too small. Oh, this looks better. SSO. That looks correct. And then 8. This is it. SSO4. Good. Done. This one is my own uncategorized parts. C3 Super Mini. There we go. Okay, we just need to double check one thing. We need to double check that these numbers match up with the footprint. Footprint. Okay, I just want to make sure pin 4 and 3 are the switch. 4, 3, and 1. So 4 is the normally closed, yeah. 3 is normally opened, and 1 is, yep, and then 2 and 5. Okay, I think we're good. We're actually good. Oh, thank you. All right, so I need to get some coffee. I don't want to do a third caffeinated, but I will do a third caffeinated coffee because I am exhausted. So where is my coffee sign? I think I might end, oh, here it is. I was like, I might end up going without it if I can't find it. So I'll be right back. Going to be a couple minutes and we will do the PCB. See you in a few. I'm back. Let's see. How do I jump forward? Yeah, that's me. Influencer. Yeah, I guess I'm sort of an influencer. And the DeLorean was supposed to be a fridge. Interesting. More of that BRB coffee. Yeah. Special brand, Twilight Zone. There we go. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, so this is saved. Let's hit up the PCB new. All right, grid 2.54. Bam. Spend money on Ali for a panel. What panel? What kind of panel? Okay, first and foremost, we have a maximum size to deal with here. So we cannot go, oh yeah, 16 by 16, yeah. We cannot go any bigger than 99 by 99. So that is our maximum size right off the bat. We can move this guy here. There's two. One of these. And one of these. Yep, that's exactly correct. And we're just going to edit these footprints right now. Edit footprint. We're going to just remove all this silk. Don't need this silk screen. Done. Save. Get out of there. Same thing here. Edit. Edit footprint. Really don't need this silk screen. Done. Save that. Get out of there. Okay, so that is good. We're gonna group these together. Grouping, group items, perfect. Okay. So the output stages, they can go somewhere along the bottom. And they can hang off a little bit, it doesn't matter. Ground is every 2, so probably gonna have a ground plane at the bottom. We're not gonna be able to center this properly. No, need to change the grid. Grid like that. And move it half over. Okay, so that is if we want it centered, which we don't know yet. Relays. Relays will have to go down here somewhere. Can probably build up one of the relay circuits and then just duplicate. So this, oh. No, that's just the 12 volts. This is K4, so why would this not be U4? It's probably U4. And then this one. T4A. Yeah. Okay. Don't know which resistors go with it. This diode is likely our coil diode. D4A, yeah. Is there a way to just show what's on this net? Probably is. That is the LED for this. Excellent. It's 3 indicator LED. This is for this LED. Really should have labeled my stuff a little better, huh? R4 pad 1. Oh yeah, the resistor, the dropper resistor. R4. Okay, and then what's this one need? Q4B, that's this. I need the base resistor. Is it this one? Q4B. There's the base resistor. Okay, this is that. Move these two together. This out. Okay, move these two. Gonna have this beside. That goes to ground. That can move there. Is that my entire driver? There's 3, there should be 4 resistors. 1, 2, 3, missing 1 resistor. Test point, we can grab that. TP4. I can go somewhere off to the side, or even down here. You do have a resistor missing. It's 12 volts. R12. R11. Not seeing an R12. R19. Oh, R12 is this one. R12, R8. Where does this even go? Here? So ground, but it's connected to this pad. That should do. Okay, that is the full driver. We just need to, like, adjust a couple things. It's like this should go here almost. What's my chat saying? Never use it, have any clue, label it how you want. Need a pink PCB. Purple is this channel's color. Pink, yes, correct. Pink is your color. PCB, creating a project using a PCB as the top panel. I have done that before. You'll have to excuse the dust, but this is my pretty front panel, and here's the dust because it's been sitting. But yeah, it's my like output box. But you're right, it's not a bad idea at all. Back to screen. That was this output. Yeah, there we go. Share, copy that video. 1.3K views. Story of my life. It's like very few views, a lot of effort. This is, I don't like untangling all these. This goes to ground. You know who's really good at those untangling games? Vero. She is awesome at it. Okay, that is tucked into there. Ground, and then this has to come from here. Since we're moving stuff to here anyways, like this. Like this. Go through the process from CAD to printing the board. I have somewhere on my desktop open recent. Oh my god, LibreOffice sucks. Open recent PCB ideas. PCB as a front panel for things with some cool graphics, maybe. There we go. I mean, I like the result. This really... That's better. Pad, this will go direct. That's good there. So this will cross over though. That's not a great sign. So what if I move this? I'll grab all of this. If I move this over there, that'll cross over. Does this make more sense? No. This does, though. This makes good sense. Okay, and then this, oh. And this should also make sense. Right across the coil there. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. So if I take the front copper, and then go like this, then like this, then like this, and then like this, that's a ground. So that needs to cross there. So this actually powers. That does need to cross. Can I go around? I can indeed. The grid is not allowing me to have a smooth there. So that's good. I want some big fat wires here. 1 mil. Okay. One mil. So that needs to be bigger wire. That needs to be bigger wire. Because this is the main 12-volt power feed. Predefined sizes plus 2 millimeters. Big fat traces. You know what? Might do a 12-volt pour. Victoria Sponge Classic British layer cake made of 2 light tender sponge rounds sandwiched with jam and typically whipped cream or buttercream. I think here in Canaderp we have La Roca. I think it's CCA, La Roca cake. And Truffle Royale is the one. Yeah. seems like a trap. Cakes. Truffle Royale. Big boy. There we go. So that is chocolate mousse. This is white chocolate mousse, and this is just cake. This part is okay. This part is the jam, and then the white chocolate little flakies on the back. I like this. Okay, so we're doing a 12-volt pour for sure. Want a bigger trace, 1 mil. Can't do 1 mil there. Predefined sizes plus 0.5. Okie dokie. 0.5. One to there. And then one to there. I'm going to drag this up and around like that. That is better. Nice try, yeah. So here in Canada, you can get La Roca cakes at pretty much any grocery store. So, highly recommend. Okay, I don't need this that close to the 12 volt. So I just won't have it that close to the 12 volt. That simple. Okay, use a big ass trace from here to here. Kind of prefer it to be this way. You're not in Canada. Yeah, I know. Sorry, you guys get pork pies. Let me have La Roca. Simple as that. Okay, now this will have a giant trace. Well, this can have a small trace, but I need this to have a giant trace. And then this guy, use net class size. Just to link like that. That's not a problem. So I think that's our driver. So this is number 4. Actually, you know what? I'll switch. Move this down here. Actually, it doesn't. You know what? Doesn't need a symbol. Doesn't need a. And this is a diode. We don't need that. We'll just grab all of this. Just move that up a touch. You know what? It's fine. It's not in the way. That's good. So that's our driver. That's what it looks like. Now we got to do this with 3 more. The thing is, I do want to trace that big for 12 volts because this seems big. It's only 2 millimeters. And this is where our loads are going to be going through. So I really do want that. And even this 12 volt here is going to be a pour. It's going to be a 12 volt pour. Okay. Time to do the same thing with this. There we go. Let's move it actually a little bit further away so I don't get confused. Obviously this is not lined up. FML. KiCad, can you please, please, for once in your life, KiCad? I think I got it. No. Yes. Yes. One more off. Come on. Ugh. Good. All right. Let's go get diode 3. We already know how to place it. Like so. Then we need U3. And we already know how to place that. Oh, it's not lined up properly. It's not proper. Oh. KiCad, please. For once in your life. KiCad. Whatever. It's going to be lightly different. I don't care. You guys will know. But I don't care. Anyways, this can be moved up here anyways. This can be moved up here anyways. It's not going to be 10 amps. Don't worry. Also, I'm going to do my best to pour it on the back side too. So it should be double. And it's going to be a very short run. We'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, you motherfucker. All right. What do we got here? Okay, so that. R7. I don't know where this goes. The one that goes onto that pad. Okay. Rotate. I should fix the labeling actually on this side. Okay. Move. R12. Q4 doesn't need to be there. R8, like the Audi. R4. And these will be replaced by the actual values. So we'll do that now. So actually it should be, I should have done my job here. It should be in, oh yeah, it's 470 ohms, right? Yeah. 470R. We can delete this. This is 1K and 1K. Edit 1K. K is small, right? 1K. Is the kilo prefix K minuscule? What's it? Non-capital? Capital? In French, it's small. Yeah. Lowercase. K. Small K. Lowercase. Yes, thank you, Miss Vero. Are you hungry, Vero? Welcome to the stream. By the way, I'm doing your job right now. This is what you were born to do. I don't want to be untangling these rats' nests, but you do. That looks about right. Yep. So R7, 1K. You're on EEV blog stream and you were scared by Dave Jones has opinions. I don't know what to tell you. Dave Jones has opinions. He is a very opinionated individual. And the odds that a reasonable person would share all of his opinions are like 0. $1K. Still noon ETF. I could finish at 11:15. Because I too am hungry. So how does that sound? 11:15. R3, pad 1. R3. Oh, you motherfucker. 11:15. Tacos, please. Hey, B-dubs. Oh, god damn it, you got bronchitis. Shit. Sorry to hear that. Sorry, I don't know if I answered Vero, but let's do tacos so that later on we can do the lazy pre-made food. 470R. There we go. Oh, okay, I did warn you. Okay, good. Knew it. He is, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't really know how to. He is a brilliant engineer. Can't take that away from him. But he is not a progressive person. Oh shit. Well, I'm still sorry to hear that, B-dubs. So yeah, I think that's fair to say he's not a progressive person in most ways. Three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the 5th. Yeah, again, this doesn't line up. Please, KiCad, can you? There we go. All right, we're missing 1. I do wish there was a scatter mode where I can just scatter everything around. Oh, did he say some racist things? I just try not to go to people who have nothing to do with race for my information on race-related stuff. Does that make sense? Yeah, it doesn't have, I don't think, I think Franco was just being facetious. Because yes, you do not need to be Australian to be racist, and Australian doesn't mean you're racist. I just think that it's a thing the British have because of the fact that they sent their prisoners to be Australians. Yeah, Dave loves Twitter. Dave Jones is a Twitter fanboy. He prefers Grok over... He prefers the Grok copy of Wikipedia over Wikipedia. At this point. Dave does seem to believe that there's political influence in Wikipedia. Definitely. Which way am I going for this? Oh, my resistors are wrong. The other thing you have to remember, and this doesn't excuse anything, this doesn't excuse anything, right? But Dave Jones is old. He's not young. Dave Jones, YouTuber, age. I don't know. Actually, I don't know his age. He's definitely not young, though. I mean, I don't think that's fair to generalize, Franco. I don't think it's fair. It's like saying all Canadians are nice. Trust me, we ain't. Not all of us. Okay, like so. Like so. I feel like a lot of people who start their own business, I think it has to do with businesses. A lot of people who start their own businesses feel like the US is the end all and be all. The thing is, I have a friend who lives in the US and runs his own business. And he's like, yeah, it's great. No income tax. I was like, oh, good for you, no income tax. However, the amount of property taxes that he pays for a house that he paid the same amount, more or less, than I paid, is like 3 times what I pay in property taxes. So, okay, I guess if your income is super high and your house is modest, you're paying a little bit less tax. But then he pays like 4x what I pay for health insurance. So, you know, when you look at the whole package, yeah, I wouldn't say ITT, it's not a majority, but it's a scary amount regardless. But yes, there are some Canadians who idolize the buffoon. Yep. I know some. But don't forget, we have our own problems here. Like, we're not immune to that stuff. The same people who fund those people fund the detractors here too. Yeah. Let's not talk. Look, there's a non-zero chance of Canada being invaded, so let's just not talk about it, because I honestly, I don't want to. It is, people, my American friends think I am crazy for thinking it's a real possibility, but the thing is, it is a real possibility, and I don't want to think about it anymore. How's that? Oh, what? This is wrong. I have to be very careful. I'm going to leave the K there. I'm going to leave the K because I feel like the band should be where the cathode is. But the cathode is here, which is proper. That's weird. So yeah, if we want to talk about Dave Jones again, we can talk about Dave Jones. I don't want to talk about the US. Please and thank you. I have to say, though, I will say, Dave Jones, extremely kind to me. Like, very nice to me. He was very generous with his time. He had very nice things to say about my channel. I realize, right, I am also in a privileged position. I do understand that. But he was exceedingly nice to me. So take that for what it's worth. If it ain't worth nothing to you, that's fine too, because I can see why it wouldn't be. But I do say that I don't agree with a lot of what he says. For example, he got mad at me at his live stream. I can go check too. I can go find the timestamp. So he had a live stream during COVID times, 2021, probably 2020, 2021, and I was in the chat, and I said things. So he said, it's bullshit that you have to mask to go to the mall. That's what he said. That's his opinion, which, valid opinion. I don't agree with it. Still a valid opinion, right? And so I said, okay, are you for or against smoking cigarettes indoors? Because I said, isn't it similar that if you are sick, you are spreading sick air, germy air, and then if you smoke, you're sending smoky air around. And so your argument that you want fresh air should be the same. And he said, I am not, he highlighted my comment. He said, I am not playing those games. This is not the same. That doesn't equate, blah, 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 blah. And I struck a nerve. And I think it's because he agrees no one should be able to smoke indoors, but he disagrees that you should have to wear a mask during a pandemic. right? It's that simple. So we kind of got into it, and after that, because of that, I assumed he would not want to come onto the podcast, but I don't think he remembers me. I'm not memorable enough for that. So yeah, that was interesting. Fair warning, folks, almost done the stream. But I thought it was, those two were equivalent. I enjoy not having cigarette smoke. And I would also enjoy, you know, not being sick when someone is sick. Like when I hear someone hacking a lung inside of a store without wearing a mask, I'm like, what are you doing? You know? 4 and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So anyways, I think it's the same. But that's not a Dave Jones problem. That's a humanity problem. A lot of people stick to their opinions, right? Like you guys can say whatever opinion you want in my stream, and I don't have to agree with you. But some of you I won't agree with. It's just that simple. We can still be civil, right? But there are lines that you can't cross. Like if you say Canada should be invaded, then we can't be friends. Oops. And you know, it's really, truly up to you to decide what lines you won't tolerate. And I will respect you for it. Did get silly when people were wearing masks by themselves in a car or out on a walk. But my thought is, why does it matter? Like, if you want to be safe, what does it cost you to be safe? By the way, I'm going to run these last little wires, and then we're gonna take off. Like, what does it cost you to wear a mask? Like, now we're not talking about other people. We're talking about you specifically. If you want to be alone in your car and wear a mask, what did it cost you? Right? What happens if you don't wear a mask and you catch it and then you pass it to a family member and they die? Would you not like think that, you know, what if I did wear a mask? What would you be left with those thoughts? Because to me, like, masking didn't bother me at all. Like, zero. So I did it because what if I would have passed it to my elderly parents? Right? So that's the thing. It's just, it's the risk and reward. That's all it is. Risk and reward. I mean, extremes are bad everywhere. Let's just put it that way. I don't really subscribe to the left and right thing, because what you're probably associating with the right now isn't the actual right. It's like extremism. Because in Canada, we had a right-wing politician in power for like 10 years. And the country didn't go to shit. Things didn't go the way I would have preferred. But then again, when the left-wing guy was in, things didn't go the way I preferred. it is what it is. But now what we're seeing, this is not the right. This is extremism. Anyways. Yeah, first, most people won't die, Jackie. The death rate was like 5%. But a shit ton of people died. 2018 to 2025. Yes, everything you do comes with risks. The problem with COVID was that the risks were to others. The mask protects others more than it protects you. That's where it came down to. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We're moving away from electronics, and I'm hungry. And I still love you all. And you guys can choose not to come back on the stream because I wasn't bothered by masks. That's all up to you. But for now, I thank you all for being here. I'm gonna have some lovely lunch, and on the next stream we're going to route this. We are building a hydroponic controller. I should probably add a text box somewhere, right? Now building a hydroponic controller. But here we go. Anyways, enjoy your day, guys. Whether or not you wore a mask, it doesn't really bother me. And you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.